So I hope you've all had a good week.
Yes, as we have. So thanks for rejoining us back on the Culture Reel.
Yes.
So, Abs, what did you want to talk about this week?
So I think this week, I know, bear with us, we're just about to go into April, but we'd like to talk about the films that we are most excited to see this year, for the rest of the year.
Yes.
I think that would be a nice topic.
I think so too, because since the beginning of the year, when all the other publications do their sort of like top lists and, sort of like for films that's coming out, ones to watch, all of that kind of stuff. It's made me excited. So there's a bunch of films that I want to see. I've got a list of maybe like 20 films.
Yep, you do.
But I think we tried to narrow it down, so not to bore you guys for hours and hours of content, but yes. I think we're going to narrow it down to about 5 each.
Yep.
I think that's fair.
Yep.
So we've only selected the best of the best.
That we want to see.
So, this slight disclaimer, it might not be the best for you, it's the best for us.
Absolutely.
But do you go check them out based on our recommendation, but if you hate them...
still go and check them out.
That's not our fault. Let someone know. Don't bring that to us.
Okay. So, I think... You want to go first?
Sure. Okay, all right, I'll go first.
Okay.
So, my top film that I want to see this year is... And I think it's fairly obvious. I think maybe everyone wants to go see this, which is Avengers Infinity War.
Yes! That's one of my 5 as well. Absolutely.
I think that's top of my list and has been top of my list since... I don't even know.
Since they announced the film was going to be made.
Where was that? Even sort of like sometime last year, maybe Comic-Con. Who even knows? This has been on my list for ages. It's been on everyone's list for ages. So what better than sort of like just staring at Chris Evans on a giant 20-foot screen.
Oh, he's single again.
I know.
He's single again.
And he's fine as hell.
He doesn't do it for me.
Are you joking?
No.
Are you lying?
No.
Are you joking? No, honestly, on a level though, you can tell me. Are you joking?
No, he doesn't do it for me. No.
Which of the Chris's?
I don't like any of them.
Oh my god!
I don't fancy Chris Pratt, but he's my favourite because he's funny and I love him as Star-Lord and I love him in the other film that I'm going to say in a moment. But I think Chris Pine looks like he looks like he's been condensed and then his head has been compressed, yeah?
I think I kind of know a little bit of what you mean.
Yeah, I remember him
of the Chris's.
in Wonder Woman. I could not see the appeal at all.
There's one film that I thought he was cute in and I can't
remember. My Luck, the one with Lindsay Lohan. Is that the one? Tell the truth and let the devil be ashamed.
I can't remember. It was one film I was like, actually, he's not that bad. But one film that I was just like, no, I do not get it, was the one with him, Reese Witherspoon and Tom Hardy, when they're both like secret agents.
Oh, when they both fancy her. Yeah. That was just nonsense.
It wasn't a good film, that was the one film that I was just like,
that was just nonsense. And no, that was, and it was so unbelievable.
Yeah, it was just, but
Tom Hardy.
Hey. Wait, we're going off topic. Wait.
Sorry, go back. Sorry, this is not about what man's sexy.
Although we can do that in another episode.
Yeah, we can.
Okay, so finest film stars episode coming up soon.
Okay, cool.
So, Avengers Infinity War.
Yep.
Obviously on everyone's list because we want to sort of see what happens before superheroes that come together. Obviously Star-Lord and the rest of the Guardians of the Galaxy, Iron Man, the new Spider-Man,
Citizens of Wakanda.
Yes.
The final battle takes place in Wakanda.
Yes, no, I know, but it's going to be amazing because we sort of like last that we saw Chris. Hey boo. was that he was sort of stepping away from the Avengers and he kind of just wasn't agreeing with like Tony, and it's going to be interesting to sort of see where how he sort of like pops back up because I haven't been
I love how you call him Chris and then you said Tony.
I know.
Robert Downey Jr. You call one by his real name and then one by the character name.
Me and Chris, we've got it like that. He just...
No, it's a no from me.
Girl, you're missing out. You are missing out.
No, I'm excited to see that film. I think because we finally see Thanos, we finally see him.
Yeah.
He's actually, for those who are comic geeks like myself, he's actually not obviously the biological father of Gamora and Nebula. He is the adopted father of Gamora and Nebula. And I don't think some people know that. So if you don't know it, know it.
If you were paying attention, I think it was hinted at in Guardians of the Galaxy, no? Wasn't it? I feel like I knew that.
Did they say adopted?
I don't know.
Because I just watched that yesterday.
Did they say that? You tell me then.
No, I remember them saying adopted.
Maybe not.
I think, you know, when he finally gets his hands on all the Infinity Stones and, you know, I mean, Vision is one of the most powerful sub-Avengers, as I call them, sub-Avengers, you know, like Scarlet Witch and Vision. They're not quite Avengers. They're the new Avengers, you know. And you can see in one of the trailers, you can see the absolute panic on his face because obviously he has one of the Infinity Stones. And it's just amazing. Josh Brolin plays.
I love him.
Oh my days!
I've loved him since the Goonies.
Is it Josh Brolin?
Yeah.
Is it Josh Brolin?
Brolin?
Yeah, Brolin. Yeah.
Okay. Do you know that's Barbara Streisand's son?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Stepson.
Do you know what? That blew my mind.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
How can you not love Hollywood?
Yeah. But Hollywood don't love Hollywood. Though, so. But yeah, no, I'm well excited. It's going to be a great film, and I think it will definitely be the Marvel film that breaks the most records. I
think it's already breaking records. It's in sort of like pre-sales.
Oh, there you go. But I'm really well excited. Yeah.
Who do you think is going to die? Because someone's got to die.
I think Captain America's going to die.
No! You're so evil. He can't die. Chris cannot die. It's like he can come stay with me, like once he's done with his character.
He does get mash up though.
No, yeah, I mean he will have to because you know that's just.
I think he's gonna smash that shield in his head. He's gonna go splat and then goodbye Captain America.
So then who's gonna defeat Thanos and who's gonna win the whole thing? Because it can't be Tony Stark.
I think Shuri's gonna come out of nowhere with her vibranium something and just be like zap, and that's it. And that's what's going to happen.
I hope she has a key role in the film as well.
I hope she does have a key. It's going to piss me off if they don't give the Wakandans the recognition they deserve. That will annoy me, you know. We can't be having colonisers going over and just using their land to hide and not give them the recognition they damn deserve.
That's familiar. Anywho, isn't life imitating art or art imitating life?
Well,
Anywho, but
we shall not stand for it.
Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. And yes, we have got our arms in a cross across our chest right now. Of course we are.
I'm not quite sure who I think is gonna die, but I don't think it's gonna be.
I love how everyone thinks someone has to die for there to be a good story. Like there must be a death. I think Nebula's gonna die. I think Nebula's going to sacrifice herself for Gamora.
Oh, interesting.
I think she, you know, because obviously from the Guardians of the Galaxy, we finally understand why she hates Gamora so much. And I think that she might have the one-up on her sister, and Thanos is going to be like, if you love me, then kill your sister. I don't know. Ooh. And then she's going to opt not to kill her, and she's going to sacrifice herself for her. That's my story.
Interesting.
That's what I think. There you go. So that's one film you can see we're both really excited to watch. A film that I'm really excited to watch is The Incredibles 2.
So cute.
Brad Bird has made us wait for, the first one came out in 2004. I remember because that was the year I started uni.
Is it 2004?
2004.
Whoa.
Yeah, there was a few of us from uni went to go and watch it. It was one of our first films to watch as film students.
Aww.
And that's not actually that's not what the degree was about, watching films all day.
It was though, I really was taking a film degree. Just watch films all day.
Because a lot of people failed the degree, just letting people know. Yeah, no, it was a lot of film theory. But waiting for the I've been bitten by something. Sorry, so I've got a spot on my face I've just felt. It's just very awkward. But Incredibles 2, because I think from the trailers, Mr. Incredible's become a house husband or stay-at-home dad. I don't really know what's the PC?
Stay-at-home dad.
Stay-at-home dad, because they picked the story up straight from when they defeated Syndrome. And
so picked up exactly where they left off.
Exactly, and then you see Elastigirl. She's going out to save the day from the Underminer, which is great, and we get to see Jack's powers.
Yeah,
well, I think it's amazing because we get to live through Mr. Incredible's eyes of watching his son, who they thought didn't have any powers, actually have powers.
Yeah,
and he's got the most powers of all.
It's going to be so interesting. I
think it's going to be so good, and I think that's going to absolutely smash the box office. Just because we've waited for so long.
It's sort of the same anticipation that I had with sort of like Black Panther. Everyone's waiting. Everybody wants to see this. But do you think it's gonna live up to the hype?
I do think it's gonna live up to the hype. I think there has been some Disney Part 2s where it's just been unnecessary. I mean, like Cars, for instance. Why
did they need a second one and a third one?
And then they did planes. Yeah, it was just nonsense, and it just didn't work. Or like Brother Bear 2, or like Lion King 2, Simba's Pride.
Yeah,
Pocahontas 2.
There was a second Pocahontas.
Yeah,
I didn't know.
Yeah. Pocahontas comes to England.
I genuinely didn't know that.
Yeah.
They're just making up history as they like.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Okay. For real.
Cool.
So there were just some film. That said, I mean, with Toy Story, I believe that there needed to be a 1, 2, 3, and then there's actually. But I thought they were going to leave it at 3.
Yeah,
now there's going to be Toy Story 4, which I'm not happy about.
I don't think. Where else can you go with this?
Because the whole point of the third one, I'm not even going to lie, I cried when Andy said goodbye to his toys. I thought that was the whole point. That he would, he was saying goodbye to his toys, therefore, and thanking them for sticking with him whilst he was growing. Hence, thanking the viewers for sticking.
So that's why I'm a bit confused. Because
Toy Story came out. The first Toy Story came out when I was 9. So I feel like I've grown up to the whole point. That's why I've got 3 younger sisters, and my sister said, "Why are you crying?" When I watched it. No, she didn't get. She goes, "Why are you getting emotional?" And I'm like, because I was younger than you when I first watched this. So for me, I feel like they're thanking us for it was just such a beautiful story. I mean. I still think, because it's Toy Story, it's still going to make a lot of money. But I just don't know, like you said, where are they going to go with the story?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
But Incredibles 2, I'm definitely looking for. I think that's going to be fun. I think it's going to be just funny. The humour was on point. I hope they bring back Edna Mode. Because Edna, I mean, even though she was... It will be bold. It will be very... Yes, darling. Do call me. I do love these chats. Edna's played by a man.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, Edna's played by a man.
I thought I read this, or you told me.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Oh my god.
It's just brilliant.
It's so good. Again, which is why I sort of love the whole process of filmmaking and voice acting. Everything's just, it's magical and it just works really, really well. It's just like, if you're not... Anyway. I'm super into it, and I think it's gonna be good. Yeah, brilliant. I hope it's gonna be. I hope it lives up to our expectations.
It better do, because we've been waiting for so long. 14 years for this. It better live up to our expectations.
What do you think is gonna happen with the rest of the kids, though?
I don't know. Violet, when we saw Violet, she was going on a date with Tony Ridinger. Oh my god, I've watched that film so many times. And then. Oh, do you know what I read? I was reading an article, the most annoying Disney characters.
Is who?
And you know who's on it? Dash.
What? I liked him. I really liked him because he was what? Like a 9-year-old, like a typical sort of like annoying younger brother. Yeah. That's kind of...
That was his role, yeah.
Yeah, it just made sense.
It's funny.
Who's the top of that list?
I can't even remember, but I remember Dash being on there because I remember thinking when he goes, I'm not gonna leave again.
Do you know what line I always recite from that? We're gonna die. When they say like,
we're gonna die. We're alive, but we're dead.
We're dead.
We survived, but we're dead. Oh, it's brilliant. It's a brilliant film.
It is a really, really good film, and sort of like the amount of work that goes into sort of like digitally sort of like making that to make it just look so real.
On Twitter, did you see the boy who acted out Frozone's part?
No.
Where is my super suit?
Oh no, I haven't seen that.
My evening's in danger. You know that scene?
Yeah. That's one of the best scenes of the film.
The world's in danger. My evening's in danger. Yeah. A little boy went viral, but he did the whole scene on his own.
We're gonna retweet that for you guys. That is adorable. I've never seen. I haven't seen
really
that.
good.
I love it when kids sort of like reenact scenes.
Yeah,
there was that
so
kid
good.
that did the Black Panther one.
Yeah, I know.
It's so cute.
So brilliant.
Again, the magic of film. Did you have anything else? Oh wait, what else did you have on your list?
That was my number 2. What's your number 2?
Yeah. I've got Solo, a Star Wars story. Ivy looks really unimpressed at the moment.
Over to you, Tolly.
Oh no! I mean,
it's a no from me, guys. And I am a big Star Wars fan. But nobody asked for this film. I can't take the cast. I cannot take the cast seriously. Other than Donald Glover, because we love Donald.
We do love him.
Mr. Childish Gambino. We do love him.
Hey,
but I can't. No.
No.
Disney. I'm sorry. Disney are just messing up that franchise. They're messing it up.
I agree with you there, but I don't know what it is. There's just something about this story that intrigues me. It's Han Solo. It's sort of like the best character of the franchise. And we get to find out sort of like, where he came from. Like, what is his, what's his relationship
I think it's because Daenerys is in it as well. It's like, but you're the mother of dragons. Go and speak Valerian to your dragons. Go and do that.
She's an actress. She's allowed to do different
but
roles.
I always think forever they will always have that. There will always be typecast.
Yeah,
that's
really unfortunate.
Who
for
is?
people, though.
Yeah,
I find that.
Shit happens, like Peter Dinklage, he's brilliant.
Yes, but he will. Yeah, you're right.
But no, I don't think he's going to be typecast. I think he will actually be a great actor in
one of the very
roles.
few.
Yeah, I think so.
Because he did really well in 3 Billboards.
Yeah,
you almost forgot.
Yes,
you're
exactly.
Right.
Yeah,
you're completely.
He was fantastic in that.
Yeah, you're so right. Actually. You're so right.
It's funny.
Yeah.
It's actually funny.
Emilia Clarke and I think, what's his name? The guy that plays Jon Snow, I think they're going to be
Kit Harington.
Kit Harington.
They're going to be forever typecasted. Yeah. And even, there's a spin-off of The Good Wife called The Good something.
The Good Fight.
Yeah. And Leslie is in it, his girlfriend, who played, she was one of the wildlings.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
the very infamous nothing Jon Snow line.
Oh, I love her.
And Leslie Rose, and I just thought, all while I was watching, even though she was only in pretty much one series, I just thought,
I'm never going to see you as anything other than...
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame.
Whereas with him, I feel like it's different. I think with Nicholas, my Scandinavian's really bad. Nicholas Wajdu. Yeah. Jamie Lannister. He's another one who I think actually he'll be brilliant. And Lena Headey, who plays Cersei. Have you seen the new Dread?
Is she in that?
She's the psychotic drug dealer.
Really?
She gives you nightmares.
I think she works because her character's blonde.
Exactly.
So when you see her sort of like out of character, it's like, wait, hang on a minute.
Well, she plays she's got a very fat scar in her face in the Dread film, and she plays a sociopath in that film.
Cool,
An
I haven't seen Dread.
And the new Dread, the one with Carl Urban. And Olivia Thirlby. And she's just, I'm like, woman, you are a don. She's
very good actress.
Amazing.
Very good actress.
But for the rest of them, it's funny. I just feel like,
meh.
I don't think Emilia Clarke's a really good actress.
Terminator
Genesis was horrendous.
I couldn't get through Terminator because I was just like, what's the point of this? That's another franchise that kind of needs to die. It's just kind of like, it's enough.
It is enough. Please don't be back.
Yeah.
Don't be back. All those I'll be backs. We don't want you back.
We don't need it anymore.
We don't need you back.
It's like we get it.
We don't need you. It's like Die Hard. There's another Die Hard coming. Oh my days.
And what is it? Mission Impossible. And it's just like we get it. They can't all be impossible because you're clearly making it possible. It's like
it's like Die Hard. Obviously, it's obviously hard to die because you keep fucking resurrecting every 5 minutes.
Well, he never dies. That's the thing. He just never dies.
The flipping film keeps resurrecting. It's like, do us a favour and actually do die and hard. It's just heinous. But there's only 2 good films out of the Die Hard, which is Die Hard and Die Hard with a Vengeance. The one with
Samuel L. Jackson.
I thought that was
one.
brilliant.
That got turned into a game that me and my brother used to play all the time.
Really?
Yeah, it was really good. You got to drive the taxi around. It was really
but
cool.
that's enough now from the Die Hard franchise.
I believe. I believe so. And sort of, obviously, that's clearly what you're saying about the Star Wars franchise.
It's just, I actually loved Rogue One.
So did I.
I loved Rogue One.
I think it'll be good. I think it'll be fun.
It'll be good, isn't it? It'll make money because they always do.
Yeah, they always do. I think that's the only reason why the film was made, to make money. Yeah. I don't think, probably, I don't know what the ins and outs of the process was, because I think they changed a few directors after a while, because now Ron Howard's has done it. So
I really like Ron Howard.
So do I.
Monday, Tuesday, happy days.
It's like, how can you not? And he does actually make really good films, so I do have some high hopes for this, but I know it's going to be cheesy and, just a little bit corny.
It's going to be incredibly cheesy and corny.
It's fun, but that's fine though.
Anyway, I'll watch it because I feel like we have to watch it. But we'll watch it together.
Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, let's do You guys can't see Abby now, but she looks like the most unimpressed. She basically looks like that Viola Davis meme when she grabs her bag, tries to leave the room.
I will be there. I'm going to show up, so it's good.
But she's not happy about it.
I'm going to come in with my sunglasses. Fine. Okay, fine. Okay, so all right. Well, we'll wait and see. I'm sure we'll do an episode on Solo, because I feel like we're going to need to have one.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah. So I think my next film that I'd love to see this year is Jurassic World. Jurassic Kingdom, actually, it's called. Just because I thought the Jurassic World was going to be crap. I thought, oh my God, here we go, another remake. God, Hollywood, come on, man, you're boring
do something
us.
Else.
Do something original.
Not
where are the original
remakes? Not everyday remakes.
Where are the original scripts? Where are the original stories? Come on, give people a chance.
Give other people.
So I actually thought that was going to be rubbish, but I have to say that film blew my mind.
I'm surprised at that.
I loved it.
Really?
I'm not a 3D person. I don't like 3D films in
Did you watch
cinemas.
it in 3D?
I did went to go and watch it in 3D in the 4DX thing.
Oh,
and my God, I don't know if it was just the experience of it, but it was fabulous. Oh. It was fabulous. I love that the T-Rex took out the Indominus Rex.
Well done, Abby.
Thank you. I love that. I love the story. I love the. It was just good.
Did you not think it was a bit? I don't know, because I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah.
But I thought it was a bit same, as in like, oh, okay, I've seen the other Jurassic films, and okay, we get it. People come to the island, they enjoy themselves, and things go wrong, and everyone's running, but they survive in the end. Okay, a few people get eaten along the way, but
I like the fact that they had dinosaurs fight. The dinosaurs weren't fighting just the humans. Yeah. I like that the dinosaurs are fighting each other. And there were some really quite poignant moments of the film, like when the Indominus Rex went and started killing all the long necks. And that scene was like,
they're turning on themselves.
Yeah, that scene where he was just killing them. It's a she.
Sorry.
She was killing them for sport. Yeah. And I thought, my sister Angel is sop. She was just an absolute wreck after that scene.
Oh.
But, you can't ever, if you spot a fly, she's like, oh my God, God's creatures.
Oh.
I'm like, okay.
Get over it.
But I did think it was really nice. I loved that. I really, really liked it, actually. I did.
I was bothered by, I can't remember the female character, the woman.
Yeah, Bryce Dallas Howard.
I like her.
Claire.
I liked her in...
She's called Claire.
Claire, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, all right. Claire. I liked her in
Claire and Owen.
And I do like her in the film. What bothered me about the film was that she was running around in the jungle in heels.
In a white suit.
In a white suit. It was like,
in a white
come
but
on.
To be fair,
guys.
it was done in one day. It happened in one day, so she didn't go home to change.
That's fine. She could have kicked her shoes off. She could, her outfit would have gotten dirty. Let's be realistic. I know it's film, and there wasn't going to be dinosaurs ever anyway, but you know, a couple of things, and like just sort of like, you know, having a woman run around in heels just sort of like points a little bit to sexism to me. It's just like she's always got to look cute, she's always got to look, you know, sexy, even though she's running away from dinosaurs, you know, trying to survive for her life. But no, she can never take her heels off. And it's just anyway.
True, that was a bit dumb.
It was very dumb, and it just kind of irked me, and I think it's just followed through, and it just didn't make.
And she was running.
Yeah, this is what I mean.
Some scenes where she was running,
and it was just like.
In fact, I was watching the Ellen show, and she went on Ellen, and Ellen said, "How in God's name did you do those scenes running in heels?"
So how did she? What did she say?
I can't remember that.
It must have been sort of like block heels, I think. Like
I think. Yeah. Well, I know because I think they were. I don't think they were like. They weren't 6 like stilettos, but you know, but they were heels, you know.
God
but
bless
yeah,
her,
no,
honestly.
but I am looking forward to Jurassic Kingdom. I think it's going to be good. I think the story is going to be better. I think visually it was great.
Yes, it was. Yeah. It's definitely fun to watch.
Yeah, fun. I thought it was. I just thought it was going to be another shit remake. I was just pleasantly surprised.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's my one. That's my number 3.
Oh, okay. Well, what was my other one?
Tolu, how do you not know all of your?
Just me. Because I have about 26 on my list, so I had to narrow it down, and I can't remember which ones I actually did put on my list because I have many. I might go through the rest of the films that I have on my list.
Do.
So what actually made the list was so the third one on my list, which probably should have been number 2. Now that I think about it, is Ocean's 8. Because Lord help me,
absolutely.
Lord knows I'm waiting for this film. Lord knows I'm so freaking excited for this film.
What a cast! This is my class. My 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is not done in order.
Oh yeah, so
it's not done in order, but because this is right up there. Ocean 8
definitely.
Is a fucking.
It's gonna be incredible.
Oh my god, the cast. Oh my god. I mean, minus Anne Hathaway. Oh my god.
I don't mind Anne Hathaway. She doesn't bother me. I'd be sipping her wine. She doesn't bother me too much. Gee, what don't you like about Anne Hathaway?
We don't have enough time. There's not enough time right now. Let's focus on Sandra B, my homie.
She's amazing. Do you know who I like Sandra and I like Kate. Those two, and Rihanna, obviously.
Helena Bonham Carter.
Oh, Helen. Oh,
she's amazing.
And
it's
Mindy,
nice to.
I'm sorry, and Mindy as well.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Everyone, just the whole entire cast.
Coming out of her normal Tim Burton films, her normal dark films,
quirky,
her Sweeney Todds, her Corpse Brides. All of those kind of films. I'm glad she's breaking
maybe
away.
now that she's split up from him, she's like, I'm free.
Yeah, I mean, I do love her in all of those films.
I do
like the fact that she's quite dark in that way. But it's nice to see her in it's just bloody amazing. I mean,
I think she's so good. Also Sarah Paulson. How did I forget her?
Oh yes, big up. I mean, you know what? I am ready. The only thing is, we were saying this last time that I thought they could have changed it up. I thought typically, or typical for a woman, the fact that the storyline is them robbing the Met Gala.
Yeah, I was just
that's
lazy.
That's lazy, guys.
It's very lazy. It's very, to me, a bit sexist. It's just like, so why is that only interested?
Why does it have to be diamonds? Why does it have to be,
fashion
Jimmy Choo's?
Yeah, it's just
why couldn't it have been,
a bank? Why couldn't it have been another casino?
Or robbing diamonds in some war-torn country.
Just gone in hard,
you know?
I think just something else. It didn't have to be fashion related just because, women like fashion, blah, blah, blah. And it just seemed a bit sort of like safe, a bit boring. I hope it's not all flowery and all that, rainbows and unicorns. I hope they do, now that it is quite like going to the Met Gala, it's quite a feminine thing. Let's be honest, when it comes to the Met Gala pictures, it's all about the women. Yeah, exactly. What the women are wearing. What Rihanna is wearing. Yeah. She always looks amazing.
Exactly. She looks absolutely stunning.
Every time. I think she's going to be
Beyonce always looks good.
Oh, yes. That's a given. Yeah. To be fair.
So, but I think that I hope they pleasantly surprise us in that it's not going to be some airy fairy lights and prissy type of thing. I hope they go in hard. Like, I want to see some people throwing each other punches.
Honestly,
and, I want to see people being drop kicked and like a good like rib shot and stuff. I want like proper action.
I don't know if there's going to be any. Do you know what I think? I think this is going to be more of a.
If I see a little bitch slap or something, I'm going to get really annoyed.
Do you know? I don't think there's going to be any fighting in this film. I think there's going to be because like the original sort of like not the original with the Rat Pack, the remake Ocean's 11 with George Clooney and Brad Pitt. There wasn't any fighting.
No, there wasn't.
So it was all very intellectual. I think it's going to be the same thing. So I think again it's going to be the same thing with this, with obviously Sandra Bullock's character playing Danny Ocean's sister, and I think Cate Blanchett's characters typically, supposedly playing Brad Pitt's character, and she looks amazing just in all the trailers and stuff.
She's
so I think it's going to be, and Rihanna playing sort of like
the Don Cheadle. Is it Don Cheadle's part?
I think she's playing sort of like more of a sort of computer hacker person.
Wasn't that Don Cheadle's part?
Well, his was more of a bomb expert.
Oh, yeah, he was a bomb expert. He was.
Yeah,
okay,
so
great.
I guess similar-ish, as in, experts in her field. I think Rihanna's going to do really well in this role.
I hope so, because let's
be honest.
I love Rihanna.
Yeah, but she's not the greatest actress. She's amazing in everything else. Mogul, literally everything else. Amazing. I stand hard for Rihanna.
Battleship was just nonsense. I mean, I slapped myself for watching it. I made myself stand in a corner and I had words with myself after I watched that film.
I do think it's going to be good. I hope it does really well in the box office as well, because I know that a lot of people aren't happy with the gender swap reboot.
You know what? I hope it does better than Ghostbusters. And I think the reason why Ghostbusters flopped was because of the gender reboot.
Yeah. A lot of people
There are some things.
A lot of men didn't want to see that.
You can tell who's the feminist. There's some things that... See, the reason why I didn't see it wasn't because of the women. It's just because...
You didn't see it?
No, I have watched it. I didn't see it when it came out in the cinema. I didn't go. But the reason why I didn't go and watch it is just because... For me, it's a classic, and it just shouldn't. I don't care if it was men. I don't even give a shit. It was 4 men doing it. I would have watched it.
I agree. I can't remember when I watched it. I don't think it was sort of like opening week or anything, but I did go and watch it. And my thing was, yes, I kind of am happy that sort of like it had female leads, but I am not a fan of reboots, remakes. I wish they would have given these women their own film to do.
Yeah, their own film.
As Ghost Hunters or whatever.
The fact that it was called Ghost, it just no. Yeah. And if it was, as I said, if it was 4 men doing it again, I wouldn't have watched it anyway. I think I would have been less
enthusiastic if it was 4 men doing it.
Yeah, I just think there are certain films that should not. It's like Back to the Future. Imagine if they did another Back to the Future. I would jump on a damn plane and go to Hollywood myself. And I swear down, I would just go ham.
There were petitions, and I think the guy who created that said over my dead body. Never.
There's just some things that. I mean, it's like it's like the Breakfast Club.
God, can you imagine if they did that?
Hey!
Please don't do it. Please, Hollywood, if you're listening, please don't touch the Breakfast Club. There are certain things that just don't need to be touched, that just don't need to be...
Just won't you?
Forget about me.
When you call my name as you walk on by. You know what I'm saying? No, but I don't know how I would be. It's like remaking Pretty Woman.
Oh God!
Can you imagine if they did that?
Can you imagine if they stopped that as well?
Have some gigolo instead, finding some billionaire philanthropist.
That would be interesting. Hey Hollywood, think about it.
No, don't.
No, don't do it. Don't call it Pretty Man or anything like that. Don't call it, just. An idea of, maybe a male gigolo who's, working.
If you take our idea, this is plagiarised, by the way.
Also, this is already copywritten. So run us our money if you're going to do this.
Exactly.
Run us our money.
Exactly. It's Friday the 23rd of March. It's 2013. We know what we said it.
A script's already been written. Please get in touch.
No, but there are just some films that I feel like should never be touched. Yeah. I think that's why I didn't want to go and watch Ghostbusters.
That's fair. But then
I think Ocean's 8 will be good. I think it will be good. I think even if people are, of course it's going to be cheesy. Of course, it's not going to be a box office like a Black Panther. It's not going to be
No. I don't know if anything's ever going to live up to that, except for the Avengers.
No, even like the Infinity War or something where, you know, or your Avatars or your Titanic that make that, you know. But what I'm saying is, I think people go and watch out of curiosity, whereas they didn't go and watch Ghostbusters out of curiosity, because whilst, yes, we know the story of Ghostbusters, it was just, with this one, I feel like it's fun.
Yeah,
it's going to be fun, you know. And I think the very diverse mix of actresses
is
great.
Just amazing. Thank you guys for doing that.
Sorry,
yeah, but that's what I like to see. It's just like, let's mix it up, not just same faces all the time, not just same people all the time. Let's do something different. Let's get this person in. Let's get that person in. And obviously these names sell. So well done Hollywood. Well done for that one.
Well done for that one.
Innit? What did you have next on the list?
Oh, I can't wait to watch Wreck-It Ralph 2.
I was trying to come off all coy and shy. She was so excited about this.
It's Wreck-It Ralph.
Ralph was really good.
Wreck-It Ralph was
really, really good. I think I was
Sarah Silverman playing Vanellope von Schweetz.
So good.
She was brilliant.
She was very good.
I love John C. Reilly, and you know how I feel about him in Chicago.
He literally just the best.
I
think he's really
John
good in
C.
everything. But in Chicago, he was amazing.
He's amazing. Did he win the Oscar for that? I think he did.
Did
for
he?
Best Supporting Actor.
Did he?
I think so. Or he was nominated.
I mean, I'm not surprised that he was nominated because it was brilliant. Also, I think Chicago is probably one of my favourite musicals.
Oh my gosh.
Like,
Cuba Gooding.
Can we go see that?
We can go see it. I'm taking my sister for her birthday as well, but we could go and see it.
Yes, please.
Come with us.
Yay! Just, hanging out with you on your birthday. Okay, question. Happy birthday.
Yeah. But I kind of, oh my gosh, John C. Reilly is amazing. And you know what? I actually think he's quite underrated.
I think he's very underrated.
He's like Sam Rockwell.
Please don't get me excited because I love Sam Rockwell. Sam Rockwell is so underrated he's just not, I don't know why people just won't give him a chance. He is brilliant.
He's won the Oscar now, so now
he is, exactly.
But just amazing film. And Wreck-It Ralph 2, I cannot wait. I thought it was one of the most beautifully lit up animations.
Yeah.
The part where they go into Sugar Rush.
Cute.
S-U-G-A-R, jump into your racing costume.
How many times have you seen this?
I watch it just for fun.
It is very cute. If you haven't seen it, please go please take a moment to just go and watch it.
It's brilliant.
Because I saw it just on a whim. I think I'd run out of other things to watch, and it was just like, okay, I guess I'll watch Wreck-It Ralph because I don't think it was very well promoted or anything like that.
It wasn't very well promoted.
So when I did watch it, I was like, oh my goodness, this is actually really good. It's funny. It's entertaining. It looks amazing. It's just. It kind of blew me away, and it's highly recommended. So if you guys want to go watch that, do that.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I think it was a really good cast to get Sarah Silverman in as sort of like this tiny
character.
He's supposed to be really cute and girly, but Sarah Silverman's voice is really kind of hoarse and like it just works really well. So the second one, I think they sort of like get uploaded into the internet. It's gonna be very interesting.
It's gonna be really good.
Interesting journey. I'm also looking forward to that one, but it's not on my list.
What's on your list?
Well, it's on my sort of like extended list, but it's not on my top 5 list. So what else was on my top 5 list was it took me a while to sort of narrow this down, but then I've also got I've got like 3 others that I'm trying to narrow down. So can I say that this is my top 6?
Just say all the 3. Let's just get it out of your system, Follow. Just say it.
So what else I had was The Irishman.
It's mine too.
It looks like such a good film, but
I was going to say that.
She's lying. She's so lying. She never heard of this film until I mentioned it. Now it's on her top 6. Initially, it was meant to come out in 2018, but it's been pushed back. So it doesn't technically count on our top 5. So this is just an extra one for the both of us. So basically, The Irishman is sort of a true life film made by none other but legendary Martin Scorsese.
Mr. Man with the eyebrows.
And, he's sort of like typical every sort of like film, like film fan favourite.
Did you guys hear the cast? Let me just say it to you again in case you missed it. Robert De Niro. Al Pacino. Joe Pesci. Harvey Keitel. Bobby Cannavale. Anna Paquin. Wow, Anna Paquin is good. Good for you, Anna, man. I don't know what happened to you after you played Rogue and X-Men.
She shouldn't have played Rogue and X-Men. That's.
It was. It's good to see you back.
Yes,
and Ray Romano. I love Ray Romano.
It's such a good cast. It's such a good cast. This is going to be amazing. So,
yeah, man.
I'm a bit sad that it's coming out in 2019 now, but it's going to be fucking amazing. And I think it's a Netflix film. So,
you're about that. I'm about that life.
Yes. So that's going to be a good one, but that doesn't count as our top 6. So I guess like the next.
So she's got another.
I'm sorry. It's like I want to be sorry, but I'm not really sorry.
She's just scrolling.
I'm scrolling through. So the other one that I had was Sorry to Bother You. I think screened at South by Southwest, or the trailer was released at South by Southwest earlier this year, and basically stars Tessa Thompson, Lakeith Stanfield, Armie Hammer, Terry Crews, and it just looks amazing. So if you haven't seen the trailer for this, we'll retweet it on our social media, on our Twitter page, maybe on our Facebook page as well.
Ooh, and Amari Hardwick's in it.
Amari Hardwick's in it as well.
Crews.
I said Terry Crews. Yeah, it looks really good. So basically, the premise of the film is just this sort of like down and out sort of like black guy who, you know, is just sort of like struggling his way through life, sort of like lands a role in a telesales company, and he's trying to make sales, and I think Danny Glover sort of like coaches him to sound a bit more Caucasian when he's making sales, because no one would pay attention to him because he sounds black. So he sounds more white sort of on sales, and he makes loads of sales, and he's raking the money in for the company, and he becomes like star seller, and he gets promoted, and he meets this sort of like, I don't know, the head of CEO of the company, and I think the film sort of like follows to sort of see if he sort of like sells out and, you know, enjoys sort of like his Caucasian life, or if, you know, he sort of like goes back to his roots and stuff. So the trailer looks really interesting, and it's sort of an indie film but with a black cast, and I love the idea of that, because a lot of indie films don't really have black cast. It is very predominantly white, so I'm into it.
Yeah, but also I know quite a few black actors, but they don't go for indie roles.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is both sides of the coin.
Yeah, which is why I like Lakeith. He's if you don't know him, he is one of the, I guess, like sort of supporting actors in Donald Glover's Atlanta as well. Who you know, that's, for one, is a brilliant show, and two, he's brilliant in it. Mm-hmm. So he seems quite quirky, sort of like that's his personality anyway.
Brilliant.
Yeah, so second season of that is coming out on FX, I think. So maybe check that out if you guys can, because I will. What else is on your list, Abs?
I actually put 5, Tolu.
Oh. So what have I said? Well, you said The Irishman.
Yeah, The Irishman.
No, but we've said The Irishman. Was that
was my 5.
Oh, okay. So I guess is that my 5 as well?
I stuck to the brief. If you had said 5 plus 3, then I would have done 3 extras. But I stuck to the brief.
I'm so sorry. Can I just run through very quickly what else I had on my list? I'm going to scroll through very quickly. So I had Pacific Rim, obviously, just because John Boyega's in it.
Yeah.
I know it's not going to be a great film, but I'm here to support John.
I do you have the first one?
No, I know. Well, this is it, because I knew that I wasn't interested in Pacific Rim. Then I heard the second one was coming out with John Boyega, so I was like, hell yeah, let me throw money at this.
Scott Eastwood.
Well, this is it. Do you know what I thought was really funny? It's just that how can the son of Clint Eastwood, who's, you know, he's very attractive, but he hasn't been able to sort of like land like a, you know, a meaty role.
He hasn't been the main star of anything.
And now sort of like probably the most, I guess, like prominent film that he's got, he's sort of like overshadowed by this boy from South London. This is the son of Clint Eastwood. I'd be a little mad if I was him. I'd be a little mad, but
you know what? Good. I'm not saying good that he hasn't made it. I mean, good that nepotism hasn't made that.
It's true.
Which is great.
Yeah.
But Pacific Rim, no, I'm not excited about it. I'm gonna go and watch it with my sister just because. She's all about the Jaegers and all that stuff. You don't know what I'm talking about, do you? You don't know what a Jaeger is because you haven't seen the first one. So, you sip your wine. But yeah, no, I'm gonna watch it because I feel like I have to. Yeah. But Idris Elba was in the first one.
Yeah. So John Boyega plays his son.
His son, because If you haven't seen the first one, I don't care. He dies in it.
Yeah, it seems so. That's why he's not in the second one. I assume that's what happened.
But it's okay. Yeah. It's not bad.
Yeah. And then I had sort of Isle of Dogs on, which is the stop motion animation film by
with all the dogs in it.
Yeah, by Wes Anderson. But there's been a lot of controversy around it recently.
Tell me.
Just mainly because apparently it's based in Japan and they have no Japanese actors voicing any of and apparently there's quite a bit of cultural appropriation in it. So
Wes Anderson isn't one to play by the rules, though. I mean,
it's not really an excuse for it.
No, it's not an excuse. I'm not even. But I'm just saying he's one of those. I don't really give a shit what you guys think. Directors.
Yeah.
I couldn't give a monkeys. He does ruffle feathers. That's kind of his thing. That's interesting. I hadn't until you mentioned it. Now I haven't actually heard. But what I was about to say is, my God, what a cast!
Amazing cast. Yeah. Because I hadn't realised that the film was based in Japan or anything.
This is the first time hearing about it. I legit didn't even know.
And I just thought, oh, great! It's another sort of stop motion film by Wes Anderson because I really enjoyed Fantastic Mr. Fox. I recommend it to anyone that would listen. It was such a good film. It was so well done.
It's normally on around Easter, actually, so keep a lookout, guys.
Yeah, it's normally really good. It's really good. So I thought, okay, great, another one. So that's interesting. I want to sort of see.
I'd like to see that as well.
Yeah. The other one that I had on my list was Deadpool 2, obviously.
How could we forget him? Oh my God!
Obviously.
Oh my God. Can I just quickly talk about the first one? Please tell me. Let me tell you my favourite scene in that film, other than the fact that his one-liners are absolutely amazing.
Brilliant.
And Negasonic Teenage Warhead.
She was good.
Amazing.
She barely had any lines.
I know, but she was amazing.
Yeah.
She was just amazing. But
so good.
What did they call? Didn't they call her Sinead O'Connor? I'm not calling her that. This is what he calls her in the film, everyone. That scene.
It was good.
No, but the funniest part in that film for me was the last scene where he's getting mashed up by Ed Screen's character.
And we love Ed Screen.
We do love Ed Screen. Hey Ed, remember us?
I know, we worked with you a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
But hopefully we can get you on the show soon.
But the funniest scene is right at the end when he's fighting Ed Screen's character and he's on his side. And then the little cartoon characters pop up. The part where he's...
Do you know what? I saw that film about 3 times, but it was ages ago. It was such a long time ago.
That scene makes me faint. It makes me... when he just waves at the little cartoon, it makes me faint. I mean, first time I saw that scene, I thought I was going to explode because I was laughing so much. My rib cage was killing me. So funny. His character is brilliant.
Done so well.
He's rude, he's crude, he's offensive, he's everything that you expect him to be.
Yeah, which is perfect because there was that danger of them sort of making it very PC and sort of 12
No, they just went for it.
Good.
They went for it. It was fantastic.
Good.
Ant-Man 2. I'm looking forward to that one.
I'm looking forward to that because I enjoyed the first one. Not a lot of people did.
No, I like the first one.
I really liked it.
That'd be really, really good. Nice little partnership. And I like Paul Rudd.
I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah, I like him. That'd be really, really good. Nice little partnership. And I like Paul Rudd.
I love Paul Rudd.
Yeah, I like him. Yeah. But
so we're giving that stamp of approval.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yeah,
I did enjoy Ant-Man, and I know people are a bit weird about that one.
I didn't. I don't know why.
It did well in the box office, so
yeah, what's there not to like?
I don't know. Next one
was Alita Battle Angel, which the CGI on
manga.
It's sort of it's like a CGI manga. I don't know. It looks amazing.
I think I might have seen that when I was going past a cinema actually, but I was on the bus and it was a quick thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
It looks amazing. Again, we will retweet this on our social media pages just so that you guys can watch the trailers. That we're talking about. But it looks really, really good. And then Crazy Rich Asians was also on my list.
Which one's that one?
This is basically an adaptation from a book, and it's just basically about one half of the couple goes to visit the other half's family in Asia, and they've just opened up to sort of a new world of different cultures and stuff. And yeah, it sounds really interesting. There isn't a trailer yet, but there's they've been casting announcements and stuff like that. So it looks really interesting. I'm trying to read the book before the film comes out, because I always like to read the book before the film does come out, so I can compare it. And the film is always usually really shit. So maybe I shouldn't read the book first and just watch the film and enjoy it for what it is. Interesting. Anywho, but that's on my list.
Okay.
I put Venom on my list and then I crossed it out.
Why?
Because I was excited by the idea of Venom because, you know, I enjoy it in the whole sort of like Spider-Verse. I like Spider-Man. But then I saw the trailer and I was really underwhelmed. And as much as I love Tom Hardy, I don't know if they were trying to be really clever with the trailer and not give away anything, but I didn't like anything about it. Nothing excited me.
Maybe actually I've forgotten it.
Exactly.
So maybe that's the point.
Exactly.
The trailer.
And I think I read something else where it was just like apparently the whole film sort of like follows Tom Hardy's character through, and you don't even get a glimpse of Venom until right at the end. It's just a bit pointless. And I get it. It's supposed to be sort of like an origin story, but don't waste my time. Just get to the good thing, and the good thing is Venom, and we want to sort of see, you know. This is the whole point of the film, so, you know, just don't waste my time. Anyway, so that was on my list. So I'm sort of a bit conflicted. I'm conflicted on that one. First Man, again, this is from director Damien Chazelle, who did La La Land.
Yep.
And it stars Ryan Gosling as Neil Armstrong, who lands on the moon. So that'll be interesting, I think.
I see what Chazelle's trying to do here. He's doing having Ryan Gosling again, you know. I'm thinking, okay, he's trying to do Tarantino, you know.
This is it,
or Scorsese, the same people.
Because that sort of
it works for some people, you know.
Let's see if it works.
We said that about Tim Burton and Helena Bonham Carter. Not even because they're married, not even because of that. It's because he uses the same type of character.
Because it works. Because it Johnny Depp. Yeah, exactly.
So yeah,
let's see if that works. The Girl in the Spider's Web, again, because that's the sequel to the Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I really enjoyed that film.
Which version?
I enjoyed the Swedish version. Yeah, because the Swedish version was the best.
I didn't like the Rooney Mara version.
Well, do you know what? The Rooney Mara version was fine, but if you watch the Swedish version, I will understand. If you watch the Swedish version, you will literally you will completely dismiss the Hollywood version and say, what was the point? I did think, what was the point in them remaking it? Because the Swedish version did everything that it needed to. So I think Hollywood was just being really greedy.
Noomi Rapace, she's in the Swedish version.
I think so.
Noomi Rapace plays. And I love her. And she's another underrated actress as well. Actor. Look, I'm just going to say actress because I'm saying actress, all right?
There's so many.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm excited about that one, to be honest.
I think it's just because I feel like it was in sort of like...
It is Stieg Larsson, isn't it?
Yeah. It's just because it was like in production and not in production, and it was going to happen, then it wasn't going to happen, and, you know, it's just been so much...
After that was the girl who kicked the hornet's nest, isn't it? That's the start of the story. Yeah, that's how the books are written.
Well, that's not what's next coming out. Apparently, it's the girl with the... Maybe they're going to merge it because there's quite a few of them, isn't there? I mean,
I didn't read the books, to be honest.
I'm still reading the first one. Anyway.
Those books don't do it for me. I'm more of a Hunger Games girl.
Oh, I've got that too. I haven't started reading it.
I read all of the Maze Runners, and then I watched the first film, and I walked out of the cinema.
Really? Well, this is why we need to do sort of like an episode on...
That's actually going to be another episode that we're going to do.
Book adaptations.
Because there's a few that I need to complain about. A few that I have opinions about.
We have a lot of strong opinions about book adaptations. So what else is on my list? Was Mowgli, which is Jungle Book Origins by Andy Serkis, which I think is going to be great because he's... because he's a great CGI actor. Yep. And I just think it's going to be great.
So Andy Serkis owns Imaginarium Studios in Ealing, and we've actually gone there a few times.
Cool.
Well, say we, but the company I work for, Flock, you guys can look me up, work for Flock. Someone that used to work here is good friends with his people. Cool. So we had some of the CGI stuff here at Flock.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So he showed us how Caesar and all that stuff is made. And
that's so cool.
Very, very cool. Aww. Very, very cool. So no, that'd be really good.
I think
so I actually knew that Mowgli was coming out a few.
Me too. I knew that because around when the Disney version came out, I knew that they were working on this again because
behind the scenes we know people.
Yeah. So it's interesting. interesting. It's interesting that it's taken, I suppose, sort of...
I think that'll be... I hope it's good.
So do I, because he's a great actor.
Oh, he's a brilliant actor.
He's a really, really good actor. So,
he's a brilliant actor. He's fantastic.
Next one is Fantastic Beasts, only because I enjoyed the first one. I'm not...
Crimes of Grindelwald.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I'm thinking...
I'm a bit conflicted. Well, not a bit. I'm very conflicted about the whole Johnny Depp thing, but I still want to watch the film.
I haven't watched all the Harry Potters.
How?
Because I'm a Lord of the Rings girl. And I know this sounds ridiculous, but I feel like you can either be one or the other and not both. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I feel like maybe I'm more of a Harry Potter than...
I am a Lord of the Rings.
I enjoyed the first Lord of the Rings, and then the second and third I was like, okay.
Yeah, but I read the books.
Oh.
So I read all the books and...
Yeah.
But I haven't, to be honest, I couldn't really tell you about the stories of Harry Potter because I haven't really seen them, much to the dismay of my sisters. But... I did watch the first Fantastic Beasts, and I did love the story. I love the one of, isn't there was a guy who he had to go back in the rain and he couldn't see them anymore or something. He couldn't see the magic anymore. Tolu, the story. Even I know the story. He is, what's it, a muggle? A muggle?
Yeah. He's a muggle. Yeah.
He's a muggle, and he...
Oh, this is right at the end.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, and when she went back into the shop, he didn't recognise her. And I thought, oh my God. I don't know. I think I need to watch Fantastic Beasts. I thought it was quite long, to be honest.
Did you? Yeah. There were some scenes that I was just like, could have done without. Also on my list was Widows by Steve McQueen, which looks great. I think that's just going to be...
that one. Let's have a look.
This is stuff that's been announced, and I don't know if... I think apparently... So another one that's on my list is Widows, which is going to be from Steve McQueen, who is the director of 12 Years a Slave. Apparently, who's sort of like been signed up for it is Viola Davis, Queen, Daniel Kaluuya, King, Liam Neeson, Robert Duvall, and
Charo Rodriguez, Colin Farrell.
It just sounds amazing. So I'm looking forward to this, and Steve obviously does like great work. So. Yes, that's on the list. Another TBC one is If Beale Street Could Talk by Barry Jenkins, and we love Barry just from Moonlight, so that's on the list as well. Again, this is just another one that's just been announced.
Stephen James, Tionia Paris, Coleman, Domingo. Not big household names yet, but
Stella Black
Regina King is.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. Innit?
If you know, you know.
Better know.
It should be good. And then just like the general ones, like Creed 2, I'm looking forward to. Aquaman, I'm looking forward to.
Sorry, that's me again. Aquaman, yes. God bless that man. That is Jason Momoa.
Hello.
God bless you. God bless. I mean, Lisa Bonet, you lucky woman.
Lucky woman. God damn. Bohemian Rhapsody, looking forward to that.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah. White Boy Rick, looking forward to that.
Because obviously they fired Bryan Singer, which is great. I mean, I do believe in innocence until proven guilty, but I never did like his shady eyes. And it's got Rami Malek.
How did you not like Rami Malek?
He actually looks like Freddie Mercury.
Yeah, I think it's just like, literally, this is probably like one of the best casts I think I've ever seen in a sort of like biopic movie ever. Probably one of the best. So
I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah. Again, we're gonna sort of like tweet and retweet any of the trailers that are available on these, just to keep you guys posted. But yeah, I think these are the movies that we're looking forward to in 2018. If you guys have any films that you're looking forward to or any suggestions that you think we should check out, obviously tweet us, Facebook Instagram us,
Facebook us,
email us, all of that stuff. Send a courier pigeon, smoke signals.
Everywhere. Do what we need to do. Don't come anywhere near us though about announcing who you are, because I will rugby tackle you. But no, seriously, reach out to us because we want to hear. And actually, let us know if you disagree.
Yeah,
let us know if you know. Let us know if you think we're crazy.
Yeah, and if you think that we're not supposed to be looking forward to. That there are other good films.
Yeah, if we've missed anything or you just disagree, also let us know. And Also, let us know what you'd like us to talk about in regards to film, in regards to culture.
Yeah.
Because we want to hear what you guys want us to talk about as well, and what thoughts you guys think we may have on certain topics.
We want to be very interactive, so we want to talk amongst ourselves, but talk with you guys too. So hit us up on Twitter at The Culture Reel, or you can email us theculturereelpod@gmail.com.
Yep.
Facebook is also The Culture Reel.
Instagram, The Culture Reel, and then our personal Twitters and Instagram. I'm at Abby Films,
and I am at Trakisanya, which sounds more difficult than it is, but it's TRAKISANYA. So my initials.
Abby Films is easy. It's all good.
But I guess follow the hashtag, which is The Culture Reel. If you are struggling to find us. But thanks for joining us on this. Again, get in touch. Keep us posted, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
Bye.